I met him at the edge of the world. I'd flown from New York to Seattle, then from Seattle to Anchorage, and finally from Anchorage to Nome, the planes getting smaller each time. I'd been in continuous motion for 12 hours. But when I climbed out of the plane and set foot in Alaska, I stopped dead and just stared. The tiny town of Nome is right on Alaska's western tip, but I wasn't ready for how that felt. I turned in a slow circle as the chill spring wind tugged at my coat. To the south and west lay dark sea that looked so cold I was sure my hand would instantly freeze solid if I dipped it in. Overhead, the sky was so brutally blue it was almost painful, so huge it made me feel like an insignificant speck. To the east and north was open country, towering mountains and thick forest. No skyscrapers, no highways, nothing normal. New York, seen from space, is a cluster of lights so dense that it becomes one throbbing mass. I'd spent my whole life there. Alaska is a dark void, the points of light so small and so far apart they almost disappear. What the hell are you doing here, Kate? I realized I was flipping my phone over and over in my fingers inside my purse, drawing reassurance from its smooth, man-made lines. I headed for the tiny terminal building as fast as I could. Inside, I could smell coffee, and that calmed me a little. Okay, it was nothing at all like an airport back in civilization, but there were things I recognized: an information desk, a couple of screens showing the handful of flights due that day, and a sign pointing to the restrooms. I followed the arrow, relieved myself, and emerged from the restroom staring down at the single, forlorn bar of signal on my phone. That's how I walked right into him. My face whumped right into the valley between the big, hard mountains of his pecs. My thighs slammed 1-2 into his, except his were as solid and unyielding as a rock face. One foot wound up between his boots, my groin perilously close to his. I bounced back a little, but he didn't move at all, as if he was part of the landscape. I'm 5'2", so I instinctively looked up. That wasn't nearly enough. I had to tilt my head right back. He was staring back down at me, and I just froze because suddenly all of that wild that had made me so nervous outside was standing right in front of me, distilled into 6+ feet of muscle and stubble. His eyes were the same brutal, frozen blue as the sky outside. Alaskan blue.